Welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. As in the last two, we did loyalty missions for Garrus. Here we go.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so I recorded another downtime video, but it was just 4 seconds or 4 minutes. It was 4 minutes long, and that was too short. That's too short for a video on its own. I have no idea why I was going back and forth. So I'll insert a Miranda part here somewhere in this video. I will actually do it here. I don't get why that one always has a flash. Last one we helped Miranda out. And that. I will say I do like the look of this armor.
No messages for you, Commander.
Let's go talk with Miranda now.
Thank you, Commander. Rupert put the new supplies to good use.
Let's go in so the door closed.
Thanks again, Shepard. Taking the time to help me with my sister. I couldn't have reached Oriana in time without your help. I'm glad Niket tried to redeem himself, for what good it did. Thank you for stopping me, Commander.
Sounds like you had a soft spot for Niket after all.
I didn't have many friends. Niket was one of them. He never wanted anything from me. He was safe, comfortable. A reminder of a more innocent time, I suppose.
Are you happy about your sister's relocation?
She has what I wanted her to have. A normal life, and the freedom to choose her own path. And she knows she has an older sister. A friend.
You never told me what you talked about.
I introduced myself. Her family was shocked. She adjusted quickly, of course. She's as smart as I am. She plays the violin, loves the Adagio movement of Nielsen's Fifth, just like I do. She wants to work in colony development. Told a joke about it. She's really funny, something we don't share.
Are you gonna talk to her again?
I honestly don't know. For once, I haven't planned that far ahead. I'll deal with it after our mission. I have to stay focused, and she needs time to adjust to her new home.
Let me know if I can do anything else.
I think I got it from here. My father has no chance at finding her family in their new location. But thank you, Commander. My sister is safe again thanks in large part to you. I won't forget that. Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe
I'll
another
talk to her
time.
later.
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
Okay,
I'll
so
let you
that
work.
doesn't change.
Of course, Commander.
Okay. Now let's go talk to Dane.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
Yeah.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
So how did she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Then, I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice.
Yeah.
The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Thane, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend.
Yeah.
If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team. Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress.
But like you said earlier, it's hard, but all things worth keeping on. The worst thing that can happen, especially with this mission, not have friends, not have a family other than just your son. This crew is my family.
I haven't had a meal that good in a long time.
I didn't think Rupert had it in him.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
You actually think we'll find something worse than Collectors or Reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can get any worse than Reapers. Although Mass Effect 4 is coming. There is a true Mass Effect 4 incoming. But who is it going to be against? We've already, like in Mass Effect 3, we finished the fight against the worst enemy the galaxy has to offer. But so who's going to be the new big bad? Like in this trilogy, 1, 2, and 3, the main big bad are the Reapers. It's only in 3 where you face them the group down, and 1 you face down a group, a single Reaper with his puppet, and 2 you face against the Reaper's puppets, the collectors, and 3 you face the actual Reapers. But in all 3, the main big bad is the Reapers. Who's gonna be the main big bad in the M4? I am very curious to know. Like, who? Like, I don't think they're going to be worse than the Reapers, but still.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about tracking Sarah to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle
That's
grudges
good.
amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite.
Yeah.
The galaxy is at stake.
Yeah, I don't see the point either.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly,
I love
the
this line.
collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time.
I love that line.
An unmapped area, advanced technology, and the collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
But yeah, I love that line. Honestly, the collectors already killed you once, and all they managed to do is piss you off. I don't think they'll succeed a second time. I love that line. Alright, well, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you next time with another loyal
No
mission.
messages for you, Commander.
Probably the 2 on Tachanka to get the weapons. Well, anyway, I'll end it here. See you later.